Aperture's book tools include a variety of themes that are beautiful and professional. To follow along, there's a Creating Books Photos album under the Creating Photo Books folder that has a series of photos in it. Select one of those and tap Command A to select all the pictures, and then from the New dropdown, choose New Book. You can name the book whatever you like, and for this example, we'll choose to work with an extra large book. The first theme we'll want to look at is called Photo Essay. This is a fantastic theme for travel photographers or anyone who wants to highlight their vacation. Click Choose Theme to create the book. To add a photo, simply drag the photo onto the page where you want to add it, and if it's on the cover, you can add a title, and for this theme, even a subtitle. Because this is the extra large hardcover book, it also includes a dust jacket. That's a paper cover that wraps around the hardcover of the book. As you can see, you have an inside flap to that jacket, and you can add a photo there as well. Once you've added it, you can double tap on it to reposition or even scale the photo to make it fit the way you like. You'll also notice under this theme that there are several text-only layouts. This is a great place to describe your travels, and if you need to take a closer look at it, you can simply zoom in like so. If you want to step back to view the whole page, click this icon to zoom out to see the whole thing. Some of the most exciting layouts in this theme include the maps. Here's a page that has a map on it and a series of spaces for photos. I'm going to go ahead and just start adding the photos into here one at a time. And as you may be noticing, in the map, Aperture is automatically pulling the places data out of these photos and adding these locations to the map itself. Let's get a closer look at this. I'm going to go to Viewer Only mode and also hide the inspector. The keyboard shortcut for that is simply I, giving me a little bit more real estate to work with here. Let's take a closer look at the map. If I double tap on that, it opens up the map options. First thing I can do is simply zoom in and out of that map to show as much or as little as I like. Now you'll notice under Places here that there's a series of places that Aperture has pulled out of these photos. There's a lot of fun things we can do with these places. For example, if you go to the Gear menu, you can choose to show lines with arrowheads, which will show the path that you traveled along your way. And if this isn't in the right order, simply rearrange the places like so. If you don't want to use one of these places, you can simply disable it with the checkbox, or you can delete it entirely. In fact, let's delete all of these and start from scratch. Instead of having specific names, I want something a bit more generic. Let's just do the entire state. How about for this journey, we say California, and as you can see, Aperture automatically searches its Google Maps database looking for matches. Here's California. We'll just tap that, and it adds a pin into the middle of California. Let's add a couple more. We'll do Arizona next. There's Arizona from the search. And finally, let's add New Mexico. Once these are in place, the map zooms out to show you all of them at the same time. And again, you can zoom out of that a little bit more if you prefer. Let's take a look at another theme that includes maps. If you want to switch themes from a book you've already started, simply click on the Theme button. However, it will give you a warning telling you that different themes or book sizes may cause you to lose text that you've added. So it's definitely advisable that you decide on the theme before you start adding text. We click on OK. It'll bring up the same chooser that we saw before. And this time I'm going to switch to the Journal theme. As you can see, this one also includes maps, but they look a little bit different. The maps in here are more of an old world style. As you can see, the location data from the previous book has already been carried over. We can go ahead and add our photos in here as well. Let's take a closer look at this map too. Just like before, I can double click on it to open up the map options, and then zoom into that as much or as little as I like. And as you can see, this particular map theme has a very old world, ancient map look to it. This theme also offers maps with just text. If you go to the drop-down here and choose a different layout, you'll find layouts like this one, called Intro Page, that allows you to share your map and then just has text, so you can talk about the journey that you're about to take your viewers through. Let's switch themes again. Back to the theme chooser. This time I'm going to choose one called Snapshots. Snapshots is heavily photo-based, but it's got a little bit of whimsy, a little bit of fun to it. If you pick one of these pages, you'll see that each photo has a little bit of a skew to it, has a border and a drop shadow around it, kind of like a printed photo would look that was pasted into a book. Of course, there's a variety of layouts to choose from here, from 1 up, 2 up, multiple sizes and layouts, multiple collections, and more. Finally, let's take a look at the special occasion theme. This is the one that's really designed for wedding and event photographers. As you can see, some of the pages in here have a photo with a unique text box, so you can write a description of every single photo in here. You'll also find under this theme a series of text-only pages. If you go to the very bottom of the choices, you'll find pages that are laid out specifically for guest lists or even the music playlist. Here's a tip: if you're working on a guest list for a page like this, typing in all the names individually inside of Aperture could be a bit tedious, and if you change your layout, you can lose them and have to type them over again. I highly recommend that you type your text in another document editor, for example TextEdit, where you can save that, and then whenever you need it, simply select all, copy, go back into Aperture, and paste it in. This could save you a lot of time and headaches in the future. Once you've completed your layout, simply click on Buy Book, which will take you to the login page where you can change the quantity, log into your account, and ultimately order your book.